Hey guys, so just a quick hack today for those of you that might have the 23-foot Airstream with a corner bedroom. This is our 2019 Flying Cloud, the CB model, meaning the bedroom is in the corner back here versus the front of the Airstream. And the biggest complaint that people have about this model is the lack of surface workspace in the kitchen. What you're looking at here is really all there is to work with when you're preparing food. You've got the stove top here, so obviously that's going to be cooking something. And then otherwise, you really only have this area around the sink and the area in the back to do any preparation on. So there is a cutting board that sets over the sink here that you can use. It does come with this model, but then you can't access the sink to, throw dirty plates or scraps or whatever into. So it's a real problem and a real inconvenience, I should say. It's not a horrible problem, but we have a fix for that, and that's what I'm going to show you today. It basically has to do with this side of where I'm standing. I'll give you a closer look. So this side of the Airstream features this lounge, and this lounge runs from this wall here all the way to the front of the Airstream where the table is. It's 9 feet long. And for Lisa and I, we have found that we don't really use this end of the lounge. If I want to lay down and take a nap, there's plenty of room to do it up there. When we travel for a long time, we bring our little dog with us and we put her bed here, and that's where she sleeps. But otherwise, we don't really use this space. So fortunately, the way the cushions are designed, you can actually rearrange the cushions, both the back cushion and the seat cushions, such that I've already taken the cushions out. So basically, this longer cushion slides down to the front, and the seat cushion slides over, so that now you're left with this space here that is basically 32 inches this direction and 32 inches that direction. And so it makes a great amount of space to create what we've done, which is basically we're going to put a cabinet in here and then a work surface on top of that cabinet. So it takes, it expands the kitchen to go from here to there. It's like a butler style. You can do prep work here, storage, and still have plenty of space on the lounge here. This is probably, let's just measure it. It's 6 foot 6 inches, so that's perfect. And there will be this end piece, so this will go like that, and it'll still create, a proper lounge. We can still put our dog's bed here and still have plenty of room. So that's what we're going to do. I'll show you how. So there are companies out there that will customize cabinet work specifically for the Airstream, and they'll, utilize that space that I'm talking about in there for this particular model. And they build beautiful, beautiful pieces that are perfectly, engineered to fit precisely in that spot. But man, they are pricey, really spendy, and way out of our budget. So we went the inexpensive route. This whole project is going to be less than 500 bucks. And what we did is we found this cabinet at IKEA. And what this is a cabinet that would ordinarily, if it comes out of their kitchen collection, it would ordinarily go over the refrigerator in the kitchen. So it's deep this direction. It's actually 29 inches. It's nice and spacious inside. It's vented because, again, it is intended to go over a refrigerator. But this is going to work perfect for us. And then what we're going to do is put a surface counter over this, which is actually a butcher block. And I'll show you that in a second. Yeah, so guys, this is the most expensive part of the project. This ran us about close to 300 bucks. And the reason is that to get this at a 39-inch, to get it to the depth that we needed, we had to buy a piece of butcher block that was 39 inches deep by, I think it was roughly 60 inches long. So it was much more than we actually needed. We had it cut at the big box store to this size, which is 32 by 32, which is going to fit on top of the cabinet here and occupy that whole 32 by 32 space. So it's going to look real nice. The color's great. You know, we'll put a food grade oil over this because it is butcher block, so easy to prepare food on or work on. So that's what that's what we've done. Again, it's just this cabinet was about $124, I believe, and the butcher top approaching 300 bucks. And then I've got some miscellaneous pieces of wood. I want to raise this up so that the top of this surface is 36 inches off the floor. So a typical countertop height. So anyway, that's it. Let's get it installed. So guys, I'm not able to push this top all the way back to the window because the latches to these windows are on the bottom here, and they kind of pull out and then twist on both sides, and then the window opens up out that direction. So I need to have the room to actually open and close these latches. So that's going to leave a gap back there, but that's okay. So I'll go ahead, I'm going to put 4 screws from inside the cabinet up into the top here. We should be good to go. Okay guys, so IKEA for the win. This is going to work out just great. As I mentioned, what this creates is a butler style kitchen, so we can be doing our cooking over here. I still have the sink that I can fully utilize, and now I've got all this surface area to do food prep on and so forth. As I mentioned, this is actually a butcher block, a kitchen butcher block top, so we'll get some food grade oil and get this thing oiled up, and it's going to work out great. It will also serve as a workspace for Lisa. You know, she works from the computer, as if you've been watching the channel, you know, and she likes to stand up while she works. Well, there's nowhere to do that in here, so this solves that problem. In the cabinet, I'll ultimately put some hardware, RV hardware on these doors so that they're locking cabinets while we're going down the road. Anyway, I'll install a shelf near the top of the inside of the cabinet where she can slide her laptop computer and work stuff when she's not working. And then under that, we'll use this space to store, you know, kitchen appliances, the toaster and so forth that we now have kind of crammed in the small pantry there to the right of the stove. So anyhow, this is going to work out really well. I'm very excited. The IKEA cabinet face almost matches the interior of the cabinets that we have in the Airstream for this particular year and model. So that's awesome. And then of course this light grain wood, I think this is birch if I remember right, looks awesome as well. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're Airstream owners and you have this model with a corner bedroom, hope this idea helps you out. Like I said, I did this whole thing for less than 500 bucks. And in my book, that's a win. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. That really helps the channel out. We go on lots of adventures, getting ready to take the Airstream down to the hill country of Texas for the winter months. We're actually moving down there, relocating our homestead project. And the channel includes all kinds of adventures, but mostly about self-reliant living and homesteading. So again, thanks for watching. I'll look forward to seeing you next time.